Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another shoot of that mental awareness podcast, the mental awareness podcast. With me here is Japhet, a very good friend of mine. I call him a brother. Me and Japhet, despite share a lot of things in common from the human perspective. Mr. Japhet, welcome to the mental awareness podcast.
Thank you so much, Mr. Naythan.
You know what you're reminding me? Sorry to say this. You remember that day you guys were playing FIFA?
Yeah.
And you were laughing at me because I couldn't do anything on the controller. Do you know, I'll be very quick and direct to the point. Do you know the moment that struck me? We played FIFA and looking at the boys, looking at every one of you, we're very excited.
Of course, yeah.
We're very excited. We're sharing a joyful moment. It was a happy moment because, soccer brought us together. Mm-hmm. Despite somebody losing and somebody winning, but it was still a good moment for the rest of us. Mm-hmm. There's something that was busy downloading on my brain as you guys were doing that, and I was also part of the team that was playing.
Okay.
Do we really men sometimes meet and besides playing soccer, besides sharing a drink, or besides just talking about cars, talking about anything that we can put across on the table, do we at some point just sit back and ask our brothers to say, bro, are you fine? And you really mean it, not from the point of being polite, but you really care about your friend. And if not so, in a group of 5 and you're talking about soccer, you're playing FIFA, how would you know that one of us is not fine? In other words, let me put it this way. How would you know in a group of men that you're playing with, how would you know that your friend is having a mental illness?
Well, I like the question, and I like the way you've narrated how we normally gather, play some games, and have fun. In most cases, men go through a lot, and that question caters a lot, mm-hmm. and it's very much important for us men. When we are hanging around together, we become very sensitive in knowing what a friend is going through.
Exactly.
Yeah, there are so many ways we can know that this person is not okay. So most of the times with men, you are able to tell because men are hard to open up. So most of the times men would open up some jokes. Maybe you're going through, you're having a drink, and then he will just cop up a joke. If you seem to laugh, of course, no, my girl left me, as if it's a joke. So if you don't pay attention to that,
are you talking to me?
No, I'm just trying to narrate how men open up. So there are so many ways how men on how men open up.
Yeah.
Because men don't just open up.
They don't. So they don't.
Yeah. In most cases, we'll open up through jokes. Maybe I just pop up a joke. Try to find out how would this person react to that. Because I don't know, obviously, I might tell you something and then you don't react well to it, of which it will add more pain to me and it will add more stress and all that. So I will find a joke, or maybe I'll look at a certain time, have a timing, or maybe we're having a drink, maybe we're playing games as you said, and then I'll tell you, oh man, my girl left me, or I'm going through this and that. And then if you are quick enough, you are able to tell, to say this person is going through something. It is your turn now to ask them, to say, oh bro, what are you going through? What's really stressing you, or what happened? So those are one of the ways we can find out what's happening to you.
Incredible. Do you have any other ways that you can detect if your friend is not well?
Yeah, there are so many other ways. Normally, when men are going through a lot, they have mood swings. They change mood so quickly. Let's say you have a girlfriend, then you've been stressed at work. You get back home, you give a certain mood to a girlfriend, and if she's quick enough, she'll be able to tell that, okay, this person is going through something. And that's one of the ways we can know that really this guy is going through something,
struggling.
Yes.
I like that. And just to add on what you've already said, I had a friend of mine. Of course, I'm not gonna mention his name, and I hope he doesn't watch this. You know this issue, of course. This guy watch, so you have to be careful, doctor. Okay, I'll be very careful.
Okay.
Do you know that you meet as men here? You're sharing a drink, but as your friend gets tipsy, the more they get tipsy, the more they go quiet.
Yeah.
Actually, if you pay attention to this, you'll find that.
And there's some men who open up when they're dry.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's some men who open up.
In other ways, pay particular attention to what somebody says when they are drunk, because they feel comfortable. They feel comfortable to talk about what's stressing them. They're in when they're tipsy or when they're drunk. So I think it's also one of the ways that you can get to know if a guy among you guys as friends can know that your friend is not fine. Of course. Well, that is failure on its own, and we have to accept that it's failure. And I can rest assure you that how I handle failure is not how you handle failure.
Yeah.
A relationship that has failed, a job that has failed, a business that has failed, how I'm going to handle it, it will be very different. And that, in other ways, it's also going to result into a mental illness.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you failed before, but I want to get this from you. How do you handle failure?
There are so many ways I handle failure, and one of the ways is trying to do. I first pause. Let's say I was working on a project, and then I happen to fail that project. I'm going to pause on that project, ask myself, what's making me not achieve that? Like, what's making me not proceed? What's making me not do that? And then if I pause and give me that time to reflect on that, and then I will maybe give myself time to play games. I give myself time to watch a movie. I talk to some friends, and then I get back to that. It's one of the ways that I use to fight back that failure.
Wow.
Talking to friends, watching movies, of course, even reading books, and most of it is I love. I'm a photographer, so the more I take pictures, the more I feel I can do something. So when I feel that I can't do this, I'll just go and take pictures, or maybe pictures of nature, pictures of what, and then I'll get back to that project, and I'll be a different person, of course.
You know, the other time I was thinking to myself, I have a brother, John.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, I'm sure you know.
Oh yeah, John, yeah.
I was telling him the other time to say, if you see me wants to finish a book in a day, it's stress.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's stress. I can guarantee you. I'm trying to get off stress. And how I came to discover that was each time I'm opening a book and I want to finish it in 2 days.
Yeah.
It's my getaway from that stress. And maybe this is just what everyone else must embrace. When you are going through a hard time, what is it that you do that makes you fulfilled? Some people, because of failing to handle that stress, or failing to replace the stress that they had, they end up doing the wrong thing. And in the wrong land, you find that it takes away almost everything that surrounds you, and which is very bad. So, talking to our viewers, Mr. Japhet, on the Mental Awareness Podcast, what advice? You have 1 minute, actually 45 seconds. What advice would you give to somebody who's going through a mental illness?
There are so many things that one can do in order to... Your question again?
What advice would you give somebody who is going through a hard time? They lost a partner, they lost a child, lost a business.
Mental illness. Yeah. There are so many ways you can fight mental illness, and one of them is you have to know that you're not alone. First thing first, you have to know that you're not alone. You're not the first person to have that illness.
And you're not the last.
You're not the last person, yeah. So you have to talk to someone, because obviously there are a lot of people. There are people offering services for
therapy.
Yes, you have to talk to someone first. find someone who's close to you, talk to them, explain to them why you're feeling like that. They might have a solution to that. Of course, I know they will have a solution. You talk to them, and then you avoid being alone. Because when you are going through something that's really hurting you, you need to avoid to be alone. Find a place to entertain you. You can play some games. You can play, there's so many games. You can go play pool table, play football, a game that you like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I look forward to having more and more conversations regarding mental health. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for following us on the Mental Awareness podcast. I hope that we are going to meet in the next episode. Failure comes and we should learn how to handle it. Thank you very much. Until the next time we meet in the on the podcast, my name is Naythan. Thank you.